Thank God that the brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my house.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Top Bins Football. Today I'm joined with Ben and we are going to be discussing the Man City Villa game that has just happened. Benny, your thoughts first of all as a Villa fan?
Fuming. Robbed. Fuming. Robbed.
Why do you feel robbed?
Clearly offside. Because as some referee said on bloody BT Sport, he was offside because he gained an advantage from winning the ball back.
Yeah.
Yes, Mings was a fucking shithouse pillock and tried to play the fucking bull with his chest, and fucking Calamity Mings trying to do some... God knows what he was trying to do. He scares me whenever he touches the ball at times.
Yeah.
Oh.
You don't sound happy, Benny.
I can see... Oh. I'm not happy.
No?
What about the pen? I think Dean Smith was well within his right to call John Moss a cunt or whatever he called him. So in the new rules, I can see why it's a pen.
Yeah.
Yes, it was a clear handball. But it was headed. He didn't have time to react to it. It was headed directly at him.
All right, Benny, I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
Is that a fucking natural position or not?
It is when you're running like this.
Oh, come off it.
As he's running in and jumping, where are your arms going to go as you're jumping?
If you're just stood still on the side of the road, you're not stood like this, are you? That's not a natural position. That's a natural position.
As you're jumping, to make yourself bigger, to try and block the ball off by however means necessary, jumping like this is not against any law. It's then when it's headed against his hand. He hasn't gone... Yes, I know it's not in a natural body position, but he hasn't gone out his way to go, oh, ball's coming.
I don't know. I disagree, I think, because don't get me wrong, take nothing away from Matty Cash. He's one of my top 5 players of the game. I thought he played really well, and your defence looked solid for most of the game. But I think he knew what he was doing there. He could have left it because it was going wide anyway, but he knew what he was doing.
I mean, I think I see why it was a pen, and then I can also see reasons as to why it wasn't a pen.
Yeah.
I'd say if it happened to me, I'd appeal for a pen, but then I think... Well, I guess it's just the new rule, isn't it? Yeah. If it was that in maybe like the old... Like a couple of years ago, it might not have been given, but... Yeah. But, I mean... Apart from that, it was a good performance from like the boys that have only just had like 2 or 3 days training. Had we don't know which or who of them have had COVID to be able to come back and play like that.
I think Villa looked great.
Yeah, we looked good. McGinn he missed. Oh, I was screaming at
when he scuffed it.
Screaming at it. When he scuffed it, I was almost in tears. Barkley, I don't know, Barkley seems to slow it down way too much.
Yeah, I've got a point I was going to bring up about that actually, is my next point was, I feel like whenever you were in the final third and you had a chance, I feel like play just slowed down a lot. Like whenever Barkley got the ball, he kind of just held it up instead of trying to play the clever balls through and stuff like that. And that slowed it right down, gave time to City.
That might also be something to do with... Watkins quite often, because of his high pressing, a lot of the time he's offside.
Yeah.
And obviously with all the goals he's had ruled out because of offside, he's going to want to try and be like onside. Mm-hmm. So maybe he's just he's lost his confidence, so he's waiting an extra bit, like just waiting a bit longer to make sure he is onside.
Yeah. Before
maybe opening himself up to receive a ball or something. But I think Traore looks good on attack. That touch he did over De Bruyne was insane. I think it was in De Bruyne. The one Dean Smith did on the touchline was amazing. But anyway, Cancelo for City looked really good.
Yeah, I agree. Another performance I want to highlight actually, which I was quite surprised about, was Target.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I've noticed him. Yeah, him and Cash have been standout all season. Like since coming in, because Target was with us last season and he was good.
Yeah.
Bit worried about him having to go off injured. We'll see, because Neil Taylor is the backup and obviously he's getting on a bit.
Yeah.
We've got Newcastle on Saturday.
I'd feel pretty confident for that if I was you.
Yeah. Return of Cabbage Head, Steve Bruce.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think City did look good. I think De Bruyne has looked better.
Yeah, I agree.
Gundogan's looked better.
I think
literally stepping over the ball.
I think best players for City were probably Bernardo Silva, Cancelo, and I like the look of that Zinchenko as well that came on for Walker.
Yeah, he's still quite young. Ukrainian international. I'd say my top 5 I would say are Cash, Target, Cancelo. This one's hard because the ones that did look good were then bought off and they never had an impact or anything.
Yeah, I agree,
so like Mahrez looked good when he came on, but he wasn't on long enough to have a massive. He had an impact, but not like. Was one of his was? Oh no, it was a penalty, wasn't it? It wasn't an assist.
Yeah.
If they did Mahrez get the assist.
I put Zinchenko in.
Yeah. Yeah, he looked all right. He made a couple of mistakes, but everyone really did as well.
He doesn't play often, and to come on for Kyle Walker and still do a decent job, I think
he does. He
5.
Plays a decent amount.
Well, he's only had one start this season.
Yeah.
I think that was against United, actually.
I'd go with him in there then, and then the 12th man, the referee for City.
You can't name the referee the 12th player for City as a top 5 player. You can't name him as a top 5. Actually, do you know what? Let's put him in as a top 5, shall we? Cool. Let's put the ref in.
Yeah, the ref.
Because no one really stood out other than those other four we mentioned. So John Moss gets a top 5.
Good.
Bartley was too slow.
Good.
Too slow.
But he wasn't so quick enough. Jacob Ramsey looked quite good when he came on. Who was the other? Gabriel Jesus didn't do anything really.
No.
Edison Martinez made a couple of good saves,
but he also conceded 2.
But conceded 2. But there weren't really many like.
Do you want to put Mings top 5 or not, Benny?
Absolutely fucking not.
Absolutely fucking not. All right. Okay. Let's just ask him.
I mean, he did a good. He stopped Gundogan from scoring that like ball he stepped over just by like swiping it out.
What, he stopped Gundogan scoring by missing the ball? I don't think that was meant. I think that's just luck.
It put Gundogan off.
But yeah, no. I think City did deserve it in the end.
I mean, it was very close.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. When that first goal went in, and then Dean Smith got sent off, you could tell the heads kind of dropped, and City kind of took advantage of that. I mean, City dominated possession and everything, and there was a couple of times that I thought, "Oh my God, how has that not gone in?"
Oh yeah, there was loads of moments like that.
For both teams, actually. For both teams, yeah.
I feel like it should have been like 5-5 at one point. There's so many chances each end, and just none of them was going in. But it was very back and forth, I thought.
Yeah, it was. Especially the very start was just mental. It was just like it could have been about 3-3 after about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I think the reason Cash has maybe stood out so much is because he's playing with Traore in front of him.
Yeah.
And Traore just he's not been getting back to defend.
No.
So
I'm not sure about Traore yet, to be honest. He shows moments of quality, but I'm still not 100% on it.
Yeah, he's got skills, and he can pick out a pass and beat a player. Like he beat Cancelo a couple of times, like this evening. But don't know. I mean, City top of the league now.
Not for
don't know how long that's going to be because United and Fulham are kicking off as we speak.
Yeah, they've already played by the time this is released. So
yeah, So you guys will
we'll be
know
top.
who is where.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be top.
I don't know. I think Villa have still got a chance of maybe Europe top 10.
I mean, compared to last
know.
season, mate, you can't complain at where you are.
No,
the way
no,
you're playing.
we've got three games in hand on Arsenal, who are a point above us, I think.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I still think you'll be all right. I mean, City's a hard game for anyone.
Yeah. I mean, especially considering that's their fifth win on the bounce or something, which is
I
just.
think it's the highest run of wins in the Premier League this season so far.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, so
it might be 6 wins on the bounce now.
yeah, I think you're right. Actually, I think it was 5 last time they won, so yeah, it would be 6.
Yeah, now they've won 6.
So who do you want to give the man of the match to?
I think it's got to be Cancelo.
Cancelo, yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah,
it was between Cancelo and Target for me.
Yeah, I mean, Cancelo, he made some good like defensive duties, but then he also got forward and he was almost playing as a winger at some points, whipping the ball in, and even I think he took a cracking shot from outside the box, didn't he?
Yeah.
Was that him?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
I think it was.
Yeah, someone did, and yeah, I think Cancelo man of the match, but I think Matty Cash might have been close behind, even though he gave away a penalty. But
so Villa move on to Newcastle next.
Yeah.
I think you'll be all right there, Benny.
Yeah.
I think
who've City got next?
I have no idea who City have got, to be honest.
Man City play Cheltenham in the FA Cup, and then they've got West Brom.
West Brom. And we've got Sheffield though, United, so we might still keep our top spot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, another team I want to quickly talk about that are looking deadly are Leicester after last night, their game.
Yeah, after last night. Yeah, that was a good game. Watched that. Frank Lampard, his time's got to be done soon, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think so. I think there's
he can't get the best out of Werner, like all his new season signings, he hasn't got the best out of them.
No.
He's still new in the managerial world. It's
a big job for a new manager.
Chelsea's just too big for him at the moment.
Yeah.
But we never know what could happen. He might see that loss to Leicester as a wake up call and be like,
sort some stuff out.
Pull your fingers out. We've got to go. But in his post-match interview, he was pretty much blaming the players, really, wasn't he? He was like,
that's not a good thing to do.
No. So he's going to lose the backing of the players, and
they're going to be demotivated.
The board soon. Yeah, but fair play to Brendan Rodgers. That was this 16th time he has faced Chelsea.
It's the first
time he's beaten them.
Yeah. Anyway, that's another video. That's another video before we get too carried away. Man City Villa finished 2-0. We're going to go off now and watch the United game, which you already all know the result to. But thank you everyone for watching, and comment what you thought about the VAR decisions down below. I know what Benny thinks about them now, and I think he's wrong.
For both of them?
No, just for the pen.
Yeah.
All right.
As I said, I can see both sides for each one, so...
All right. Well, is what it is. That's the end of that. Thank you everyone for watching. Be sure to subscribe and like the video, and see you on the next